Andrew Baldwin, and my project was the outdoor greenhouse classroom. Wanted to know how will creating an interactive classroom show an increase of test scores from a pre-test to a post-test score with that data, while also observing the data such as individual journal entries that the students kept and data collected through a log of hours and student surveys. First thing we had to do was to establish a baseline to see how well the students were going to be able to grow. So I have a pre-test that is a standardized type test similar to the K-Prep that the students are going to take, just a general science knowledge test, and then they're going to take that again once the project was completed. So they take the test along with a control group that does not uh, work with the plants. We have a group of farmers and a control group. Students decided what plants they wanted to try to plant, and then they started those plants indoors. Had to get things ordered, get things set up, and so we did most of that in the classroom. Got our materials ordered and got that stuff taken care of from Lowe's. Got the fresh potting soil that that is purchased to help foster the new plants to grow. We also had to make use of some tools that we purchased and things that we brought from home. I even brought a drill from home, and we lost that. It got damaged. Things happen. Kids had a good time. They learned some things in this process, and we're going to continue to utilize those types of things. And we finally got some growth. The kids did enjoy this. They enjoyed seeing things that they took care of and nurtured grow. Not every kid gets that opportunity. The post test, which came up recently, was the exact same test, just a standardized test. We graded it, kept track of the grades, and control group took a test, and so did the farmers. Test results showed a growth in both the control group and the farming group, which is going to happen. A couple of reasons. One reason is that the kids all saw the material once before, and not only that, they may be able to reactivate some of that prior learning, or they may see that in the classroom during the school year. So they kind of have it on their mind already. However, the growth for the farming group was larger by almost 2%. So on average, your farming group did grow more than did the control group when taking this test. Thought that was pretty good results. One interesting thing with the log of their days to see how much time they spent working with the plants, the kids that spent the most time had the most growth. They actually grew almost 3% higher than did the students that were farmers. That was versus the control group. So just a regular farmer, kids that went out and worked some, grew about 2%. The kids with the highest total, they grew almost 3%. We also did a student satisfaction survey where we asked them what they thought about it. Did it affect you? Was it positive? Was there no impact? Would you want to do this again? Those types of things. And kept it all anonymous so the kids didn't feel like they were being pressured. And believe it or not, 85% said that they loved the project. That's pretty common with kids, teenagers. We're dealing with eighth graders, 14, 15-year-old kids. Some of them think it's, they don't want to fool with it, or they don't want to get their hands dirty, or don't want to put the iPhone down or the laptop down, or whatever it is that they're fooling with. But the majority of them said that it had a positive impact on their overall experience academically. So we're pleased with those results, and we're going to continue using the materials and see how we can grow. I like some of the ideas from my feedback. I have reached out to uh, a local guy. We did talk to some local farmers. It's kind of hard to do that with COVID and everything. Um, Through the winter, that really set us back on a lot, and changed our schedule a little bit. But talked to some local farmers, and next year we're going to incorporate that. Did talk to one, and I think we're going to incorporate it with all classes because we see that it's a benefit. Um, Even the kids that say they didn't like it or didn't have a benefit or didn't have an impact, they probably got something out of it, and they're going to get something out of it. It's socialization, it's hands-on, it's exercise, it's walking up and down the steps, out the halls, uh, those types of things. And the more they see this kind of stuff, that's what our we don't have an FHA, we have 4-H. We have we're real close to West Virginia, so I have some outreach over there with some of their programs. And their big thing is teaching kids that you can grow your food and grow sustainably and feed yourself. Maybe not necessarily getting all the protein you need or all the meat that you need, but that you can do this and it's doable and you can actually make money at it. There was a farmer that he was telling me about that the year that he passed away 2 years ago in the fall, just before COVID, and he made $82,000 on his local farm. Basically just him and his wife and family, and that's a lot of money, especially pre-COVID, a lot of money. And so we want these kids to be able to reach out and do these types of things in the future. So overall, I think it was a great experience. Look forward to hearing some feedback. Thank you, guys.